Hey, what's up, guys? So this is the end of the season, and I was able to hit Masters 1. It's good to kind of hit some goals here, and I suppose I'm ready for a new goal. I've had times where I've gotten close to the 250 mark, and just recently I crossed over it, so I suppose the next goal would be to try to get in the top 250 and try to stay there. So I'm going to kind of level things out with the defense that I have. I think this last trial here will help me decide what I need to try to do with going with the rest of the season and be a little more consistent with that part, as I don't think there's much variation that I can do to make it better. And of course I can definitely make it worse. So there may be few changes now when it comes to the defense for the most part. But I'm glad to have hit M1, and I just kind of want to show you guys this before we get into it, because Genesis is a name I think you guys need to keep an eye out for. This guy does not have Mephisto, and he's beaten a lot of guys in this matchmaking here that do have Mephisto. Now, granted, Drano didn't go, and I think I went against Drano before, and if I remember correctly, I did beat him. So I'm not quite sure what happened this week, because he's a pretty good player, even though he didn't try this time around. So maybe something is going on where he just couldn't, or he just didn't want to. But it's pretty amazing to see how Genesis has risen through the ranks here. So I wanted to try Ultimus, and this maybe cost me the match, but I wanted to see how he would do on offense. And it turns out I think he's going to be better on defense, as well as it could be that I'm having limited use for Tangled Web, and probably Pegasus is just going to be used for certain teams like Infinity Watch or Darkhold teams, things like that. But at the end of the day, it was good to find out if Ultimus would work on offense, and perhaps this is just more of an Eternals counter now. And even if I did use Tangled Web, I think the main thing is Eternals would be the way to go with this. And perhaps even a Pegasus 2 Eternals Nick counter that I have would work on this better. Illuminati is a really good counter to most everything, but especially any type of superior 6 team. So this has allowed me to use my Doom on defense by keeping Illuminati on offense for situations like this. Using Cabal on the Hive Mind Scroll Sasquatch seems to be the #1 counter to get you the best efficiency. So that was the plan here. I wanted to try Proxima with Emma and see how that would work. And I think the Zemo counter may get an extra point or two, but this is still a very effective counter. If at all possible, I like to reserve the Apocalypse for any type of Black Knight counters. Only in this case, it didn't go so well. Now, perhaps the better thing to do, because my first attack actually was better than my second attack, and I should have just left it. I thought I could one-shot it, and I don't think this particular version with the photon works as well. Maybe the Cosmic Ghost Rider could do it, but at any rate, I should have just let this first one go and then followed up, and it would have been 2 attempts instead of 3. So that's just something to keep in mind with the Black Knight Spider Society, is that it could take 2 taps, and New Warriors is a good cleanup for this if that tends to happen. I think this defense was a good idea as far as spare parts go, but when it comes to X-Men type teams in Room 5, I think if as long as you have a Superior 6, you can go in and you can take care of them, because Superior 6 is going to do so well in Room 5 on the offensive side or the defensive side. So that was my plan here, and the long-term goal is these villains will probably be my Dark Dimension 8 project for the most part, so that just makes them stronger and last longer as a viable option in Cosmic Crucible. So that's something to keep in mind as you're going forward into the next few seasons. Additionally, the Masters of Evil is a very good counter to X-Men teams, and I thought the Masters of Evil would be a better selection to go against this version with Doom, because there's more single target control, and that way I could control the Doom and make sure he didn't get a chance to ult. To my surprise, my king has gotten so strong that he just deleted the Doom early on, which was very helpful. And so those are things to think about when you're looking at how to maximize your efficiency on how to select the best team in certain rooms as the counter.